this one to seed and the bottom one to rip up the plough. So this is something else we are going to need another thing of, definitely at least one plough. But yeah, I thought if we get over this first. Oh, that's right. Slight problem. We haven't actually done this one, have we? Oh, my bad. Did I set the course? Let's have a look. No, I didn't. Right. Let's set the course then. Right, okie doke. I'd forgotten we'd not done this one. I don't know. Right, create job. Field 5. Zoom in a little. Target position where we are. Open. 4 headlands. Generate field 4 meters. Do we need to save this? No, we don't. Actually, that is a good. Right, smashing. Okay, so we need to go around the trailer. I had a bit of sound problems. I have done a bit of a test record. I think we're okay now. I'm hoping we are. Really am. Windows updates happened, and all of a sudden, all my sound devices no longer work. So yeah. Then when I didn't know that. I did go through it, but it still didn't actually fix anything. So right, so we need. Nope. I need to grab it. Well, that is the point. Do you know, I've just shifted that, and I do need it after all. Yeah, I seriously did think that we were ready for that almost, but right, okay. Did I put it? I set the course. That is the important thing. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to my time here. I did always mean this to be linked within a couple of days. I did, but we've had that many nuclear let's plays. No, this I haven't done either. Right, okay then. Let's see. Have I got a 6 meter course for field 2? Ooh, have in a way. Load, activate. Go. Smashing. We shall set that. Yeah, that's actually, let's have a look. Precision farming. Did we? Ah, I can see we only did 1 band. That's right. So my mouse always disappears the first time I click on that. Always. I don't know what it's about. It's like, right, let's smash it. Let's get cracking. Give it a manual for this. Bit of zooming out. Oh yeah, there is. It's not quite. What a spread that has got. Is it amazing? Yeah, it is. There is another one now, the AC2, which I absolutely think is fantastic. Right, yeah, I think we'll do side bands, I reckon. That always helps if you get the precision farming does help with that. That's not a bad way. That's it, I think. No, be in the corner. Yes, I also had, now I've always thought this myself actually, that when I listen to the music on the time lapses that it's way too loud. I've always thought that, but literally I got a comment that basically confirmed what I've always thought. So I looked into how to get my balances right for the music. I did actually see, once I'd gone through the shortcuts tutorial on it, that actually I can see that the playing of the music is at a much louder level, so I've capped it. I've literally used the software. I've only done it on once. It will now, going forwards, be the standard setting that I use, because I agree totally, it is not right. Have we enough to do? I think we have, to do truthfully. I think we'll wait for that to do at least a proper. Let's go grab the other one. I love the fact we've used our entire team as well, but it does also show, because I did always say that this needs to be basically. I suppose it's true. It can always do things like rolling and lighting jobs. It's just, I think that is the purpose, really. I would say, of a yard tractor. It's the one that does the little jobs that it's not a real powerhouse, but it still plods along nicely. It manages. This is a cracking tractor, it really is. As well. Switch off for a minute. Let's go and see how the Tiger is doing. I think he's found the trailer. He should pretend he's not rolling over our crop. Yes. I wasn't really expecting to see that. I'm not sure with sugar beet that actually does damage. I think it does, doesn't it? Although technically, really, with a bit of room, you would have thought you're going to quite use it. Well, that's one way to do it. Just put in a little for you because you're pushing me along. Yeah, you're too close, actually, I remember. I mean, as I did sugar beets with a much smaller header, I might add. On the patio. I think it was a 2.5 metre. This is a perfect time to actually check. I reused the. Now, why does that not show you its header size? Was the Rex? I'm sure it was. $34.1. I think it's because it's the headers in Beat technology over here, isn't it? That's the. Why does it not show you how big it? To me, on the actual harvester, it looks about 2.5 metres it does, but then it is a wide machine, so maybe it is bigger, but I'd love to find out how big it actually is. I might actually do some research. I do like doing that on YouTube. Google even. Right, animals. How are our animals doing? Yeah, I know it's the same day, so they should be fine. Yeah, we've done everything for them. Smashing. That is good. Sugar beets. I think we put some in. Yeah. That's the only bad thing about that. It doesn't take. I think we're going to have to put some. That is true. What is our production? I think we're going to have to put another production down for the sugar. There's no way that is going to keep up with sugar. We would take us forever and ever for that one. So I think we need to stick another production down over here. I think I did mention that actually. I even think I actually went around sticking one on the side. If I remember rightly, I reckon we should. One that does. I think it was money. We've only got 17,000, haven't we? Have we just been hit for clobbered for? We had 30,000 when we started. We've just been hit for these. I would love to get rid of that courseplay banding. What I'm going to do, for once, because it's not going to matter. Oh, it is actually, yeah. No, it goes against the grain. I should check after. I will. Let's have a look. I think we want to be setting one of them going now. Yeah, we do. Set this going. We should use exactly the same course because this is a 6 metre as the plough. That way it'll follow the exact same. So 2 6 metres cedar. Clear, load, activate. Huh? Load, activate. First. Smashing. Excellent job. And then we will. Yeah, let's go watch the harvester a little. Oh no, actually, he's gonna take forever. Yeah, this is a point actually. What can I do? Not got much money. Is there anything I can do to assist at all? I've got it. I have got it. I absolutely have. Now then, you know I was calling the wood chipper. I really truthfully was. Well, I have the answer to this quandary and it only costs us 500. It's very much like the Trex. So much so that, you know, I am actually going to sell that because, yes, it is horrible. And we have your replacement. And you are still worth 10,000, so now we want to sell. And good riddance, truthfully. Ooh, we have, yes, a slight issue. Right, so then let us put a permanent place for it. I shall show you what I'm waffling on about. I think it's under productions and sell points. It does make sense. There we go. Now we'll put its permanent place just there, but it can be moved. That's cost us 500. It can even be moved by hand. I'm not sure if it likes that thing though. Yes, you can move it. So anything within any bits of wood within its catchment. Yeah, I love it because it's a bit like having the Trex, or is it the T-Mex or whatever it was. But look, you get paid for it. What's not all my life? What's not to like? Yeah, I didn't really mean to do that. I really didn't. Right, so all those patches of wood that we've had lying around forever, and we could chop entire trees down. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, we can. We can use this going forwards. If I ever stop throwing it around. Yeah, there's some over there, which I could rotate better. No, actually, I do want it that way. Smashing. That's that pile gone. Yes, an awful lot easier than what we've done in the past. An awful lot easier. Going forwards, this is definitely going to be what I use for this type of thing. It's limited range, as you can see, but we can move it, so fantastic. Not only do we get the money, but we also, I do love this, and of course we can chop trees down, so going forwards we have a means of stripping. Yeah, because I've always planned on using this area here, but with how the trouble we've had with doing wood over the years, yeah, I've sort of gone off the idea, but now I'm completely back on the idea. Okay, there's nothing there. It's behind, it's over here by the shed. I'm sure there's a pile. Yeah, it's surprising how my memory is terrible, but I remember silly details like that. Smash it. Now there's quite a lot more big chunks over here, and also they got dragged around a bit. Yeah, every time I come past with the rollers I'd swipe them. What's that here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go. There's some lying around somewhere, I'm sure of. Should be quite a lot, actually. It says, oh no, it's just always find. Ooh. No, there's another section over on the right. Meaning to this forever, but as I said, I never thought this. Sort of CDP use it, and I thought, wow, that going forwards is going to be my T-Rex. Is it T-Rex? There is one now, actually. It has been released, but I thought, no, I prefer to earn money as well. So this is definitely the way that I should. Ooh, stop throwing it. I think there's something over here, I'm sure there is. Ooh. Yeah, that's of course the only. It's been put on a tree. I think we've done it. I do. But we should leave it here. It'll obviously reappear wherever you actually bought it. A bit like the toolbox mod. I love that for that very reason. We very rarely move it, but it is. You've got the ability to if you want to, and I like that. It's amazing. Let's see how these are doing. Wow. Oh, nitrogen. That is a point. I'm standing around like all the time in the world. That brought in quite a bit of cash. It really did. Right, lime. Let's go and swap you for fertiliser, and we should get this field fertilised. Now that is a point. Did I... Have I nitrogen? No, I haven't. None of them. Okay. Oh, I might have done actually. Yeah, because oats requires very little. We should try though. Yeah, it's one of those crops that's almost self-nitrogens, but yeah, I think it still needs a little bit of a... Now let's see if you can empty. Stuck. Yeah, we should actually check this. Yeah. Smashing. It's nice to see no piles of water around. We should see if we've missed any as well. And I shall definitely go forwards, be clearing some more of this now that it's not a killer. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a few bits and bobs I've missed. But yeah, it's got most of it. I'm sure we're going to have some fertiliser kicking around. That's it, I think. That's I'm sure we might have used it then. In fact, it may have been. Yeah, I thought we'd have some over here. Let's see if we've actually got any in the silo. It's possible I've done that, but yeah, I'm clutching the straws now because obviously we are using it all low. Okay, that's a stop button. Saved us 1 ton. Right, so that is a point. No, actually, it is a point, but it's one that doesn't matter. I was going to talk about what tyres we've got on, but it's not even grown. We've only just literally sown it, so let's have a look and see if this does do anything. Insist on that being on precision farming. If yeah, it does. It doesn't do it green, but definitely makes a difference. You can see that I've not done it. Smashing. I can see that he's there, but is he loading or not? I can see he's next to it. It's ever so funny, they don't always get the angles right. We saw that before we clocked it, so let's go and have a quick look, because to me that suggests that he's stuck. So what we'll do, we'll set this going manually with a worker. Ooh, that is also another thing. Yes, this is something I always forget to do. The RTK station now, I think, is under sheds. Sure it is, which is, to me, it should be under tools, but is it buildings? I'm sure it's under sheds. Yeah, it is. I don't understand why it is. Yeah, this is the homemade RTK station, which I'm quite happy with using. I think we should stick it where, yeah, in the yard near our other paraphernalia. We do. Which will give us the slight bonus for traditional workers to work a tad. And it is a tad. So yes, I've never lost any sleep about it, but I thought the 3,500, then let's partake, definitely. Let's go grab that harvest week. I've not got time for... have not got time, Obi-Wan, for you to see it. She can't work out how long it is. Let's see, let's lift it up there. Yeah, actually. Do let's go and empty that, I think. this will empty completely. I keep forgetting how good sugar beets really are. Yeah, so quick to fill. Stick this in and completely empty it. Yeah, it can only really manage one and a half, can't it really, with the size of that. It keeps getting the rock. I do love this trailer. It's my favourite type of push ones like that. I've got a massive fan. We've got quite a few trailers and quite a few Let's Plays that are the push ones. Push, you know, literally. I think I'm going to go to a time lapse because you're not going to want for me to like waffle on forever, which I can do, but yeah, it's what we're going to do is we're just going to rinse and repeat this, literally all of the field work we're going to do. We will have a proper chat at the end. I can also concentrate. I always find I never do my job very well. I'm still not brilliant at doing two things at once. I often say the stupidest things. Switch that on for a minute. It does seem a bit sensible. Because we're on the second pass by the look of it. So where does it join? Go into the third headline, which should be the start, which is... This is going to take it some time. That's why I didn't want it to be hanging around. This is obviously the biggest and most important job of the entire session, really. This is the job. Here we go. This is what I want to. We have got some finished works. Excellent. Excellent job. That's what the field play out. Wow, I see there's still got quite a way to go. Now, should we assist with the field meter? I think we shall. No, there's no rush, is there? Yeah. Right, I am going to say my words. Yeah, we know what we've got to do. We're literally seeding, fertilising, liming, all of the usual field prep, as always. So, I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. Is the harvest done? Just got the field work being done. Always said this is a strange shaped field. It's ever so weird to work on. Nice field, but it's a challenge. I hate doing lime, really, but it is obviously totally necessary. I've stuck the third. It did seem to make a bit of a difference. I'd like to have pushed it a bit farther forward. It seems to be the weight at the front. It lifts. The other one was the same. I thought the TLX would be different, but it is obviously because that rear hitch is pushing down through the weight of what's above the back, even though technically it's a drag coefficient rather than a push down, but I suppose it does exert some force. Definitely does affect it. Right, we're immediately going to give the shop a ring before this gets to the next hour. Yeah, not to be clobbered for yet another, because this I've been clobbered for another hour, definitely. We were 30-something thousand. So let's give them a shout and say, oi, come and grab this thing. Right, return definitely, and return definitely. Smashing, at least I remember to empty it. Right, let's stick the last lot in, and we'll leave those workers working. And somebody finished. Do you know, that plough, gonna have to start it somewhere else. It's a right pain. I've got to fertilise it as well. I do want to finish this field. I do, yeah. It's going to be a lot. This is a long session. It is recorded over 2 sessions, but it is, it is. Let's just grab that. We'll have to manually touch that up. So there will be little patches like that. Right, smashing. Yeah, I think we should start going down. I think, like so. See if they're better with that. Got to get your angle just right as well. They do veer off. They like to make up their own angles. Looks about right. Let's try that. See whether they actually like that better. Right, well, there's no rush for that. We need to go and grab the fertiliser, because that's, it also helps with visibility when you fertilise it. Gets rid of the limey thing. Actually, there's a bit to lime at the bottom now. Let's do that quickly. I think I'm going to run out, but I may as well use what I've got. Let's do 2 across, I think. If there's a tad missing, we'll find a bit of wood. We might actually do it. Wow. Get clocked. Wow. Amazed. Corners, there's a splash there. Zoom in, I don't need to be out anymore now. Terror for that. Splash on the corner. I think we may get rid of it all as well. He says, nope, it won't. But there's some on that side. That might get rid of it. At least we finish the field. That'll be the tiniest thing on the side that's gone. That doesn't bother me. Been a very productive session. Yeah, I was determined this time I was going to get everybody on the field. There we go, sorted. Yeah, and get as much done. I was quite pleased with that. We've only just finished the beet harvest and we've almost turned it around. That is the way it's got to be done in real life, I would imagine. If you've got a team, of course. That's the other thing. Everybody has a team. Some people, mind you, at farm this size, you would not be doing on your own. I've said that often. It's like on Farming Simulator where people say just me and no workers. It would work for a bit. I've done it myself on No Man's Land, but as soon as I got 2 fields, meaning 2 squares, and I needed to work on 2 massive fields at once, at that point, you can't do it. You've got too much to do for one person. So that it does come a time when you need workers and assistants, no matter how. Yeah. I put it on fixed visual month of August because it was flickering horrible with the September month. So yeah, I think I'm going to be visiting this quite frequently. It's still got some oranges, but it's very subdued and it seems to be less flickery. So the lighting is probably a tad brighter than September should be. But yeah, that's about the only thing. But I thought it better for everybody if it was like this rather than horrible oranges that were flickering terribly. I might have used this feature a little bit more. Yeah, this should give us a really bright green, not for oats. It's, yeah, doesn't need as much as a lot of crops. Soy's the best, and soy's, I think, I couldn't swear to that though, so don't quote me on it. I seem to remember in FS19, Mr. CP was doing an episode with, this will reveal whatever patches we miss. We'll have to touch up those areas. I don't want a badly put crop. We also need to get the rolling we might do next session, because it has been a monster. It has. I think that's the one thing we'll do. What I'll do is I'll put 2 tractors at the side of the field as an advertisement to me, because I know what I'm like. Yeah, we'll stick the 2 rollers, one on the case, and oh really? You've finished work. You have finished that big patch of green. I don't think so. I don't think you finished that at all, mister. Or missus. I think you're pulling my leg. Let's get this patch in. I was trying to change work with, but that didn't work. Must be completely wrong. Right, I think. Yes, there's going to be a crash, and we witnessed it. Okay. You are not going to go through that. Yeah, I just don't know why on earth. Oh, I do. Yeah, it came to the turnaround and there was some normal field. This is only trouble. I've said this about triangles. When there's a, not sure which is the best way to do this. They just do not like anything other than squares. As soon as they reach the end of that triangle, they look and think, oh, there's nothing to the left of me or nothing to the right of me, so therefore I finish. Whereas, no, not really. If you turn around on the same vector that you had, then you definitely still have more work to do. At least if I do it this way, I might get a couple of runs before they actually stop. Yeah, because as I say, there's only so much any one can do. Yeah, we've got quite a few jobs to do. Say, the rolling we'll do. And also, yeah, I think finishing the seeding, because there's an awful lot still to do. Yeah, I think we'll roll it into next session, if I'm honest. I knew there would come a time when fieldwork did do this, where it became longer than a single session. It's been quite a few times actually that this has been the case. I mean, I've stitched a few monster sessions together that have been recorded over 2 sessions, but yeah, this has been one of those. But also, its watchability. They are becoming like feature-length movies. I mean, even with time-lapsing as well, it still is a bit of a monster. Right, now then, let's see if this time we'll do more than one. Okay. Makes sense. Going again, we'll just pass by. Get this little tiny tad at the side door. Oh no, don't want to stop the engine. We don't. Quite a few touch-up areas. Yeah. To be expected. It really is. Oh. Yeah, I do want that on the precision farming. It does assist quite a lot. I seem to have abandoned around the very edge that's still orange for some reason. Must be the type of the soil. One last little square. Yeah, we've done well on the field, looking at what is actually done and what isn't. I've got a bit more actually. Yeah, that's not quite right. Ooh, in fact, yeah, I do notice. Ooh, of course, yeah, it's not really got anything in to go to, has it? It's going to confuse precision farming. Smashing. Leave this on the side. Could get the Amazon actually and do. Yeah, we could. Let's go for it. Let's get the Amazon going up and down on this patch that the workers are refusing to do. Going up and down with that will be perfect. It's teamwork. I always say that. I said it every single time. It's teamwork in these things that makes it. It really is in real life as well. It's impossible to do a task like this, or it's a killer task for one person to do all of this. Right. That's the only bad thing. John Deere, actually, I need. Yeah, let's grab the John Deere. Yeah, we need him to have the adapter. Yeah, I'd love to put one on the cab. Obviously I can't strap it down. I think that it seems to be forward ways. That's why I'm trying to push that a little bit more forward. But it's very difficult to push bales when they're on a bale. They don't want to move. As I said, bales obey their own sort of physics. I've always said that, and I do stick to that being true. Stick that down here. Oh no, actually I need the fruit. So it's the big bag which I don't need. I don't need this for the adapter, and to get rid of the weight. So let's leave this one there. Let's see. Let's grab the adapter. So I'll set this going down the side. Yeah, I'm really tempted to finish this. I don't mean the roll. Oh, I suppose I could actually get the rolling started. Well, while there's work to be done, I think we ought to. Yeah, it does go against the grain, so like that will be oats. To match everybody else. Yes, thought you'd only last a couple. Right, let's set this going down the outer edge, and then we'll get the plough going again, because he's going to get clocked again in a minute by the seeder. Right. Get the angle right again. Right. Well, we're down the bottom half of the field. That is, yeah. yeah, again, exactly the same. Look, you've gone past that section where... Let's get that little bit. Yeah, it's very strange. It's not producing stone. It's just the odd little bit of stone. I don't know if it's a Hobos Hollow thing, because it does normally. I'm not sure if this plough, have I done that before with this plough, not had stones? Right, let's take a chunk of this again. Do the same thing again, but a little bit more this time. Then we should get the... Got to be careful because there's still an awful lot of seeding to be done down here. So if I get the roller rolling, it's not going to be working until it's. I suppose I could do it side to side. Use a traditional worker at the top with the 8 metre. That might work because it's not going to work any other way. Yeah, I can't set any course, so it's going to be going around the edge, and there's going to be nothing for it to grab. So. Tried to be good, so I've just made slightly nudges for ploughing, so I'm not ploughing around corners. I'm trying to learn my best to be a good farmer and not break my implements, or to treat it as though I was in real life. Yeah. Now I have been trying over the last year I should say, to make that so. And I realised really, just talking a couple of episodes ago, it was a Sada, but it might have been Pro-Mac. Oh, I always forget that map's name. On my last session of that Nuclear Let's Play. Cracking map. It is. And the fact that I forget its name is nothing unusual. Not because I don't like the map, but because, yeah, she's in Pro-Mac. I think that's right. Right. Anyway, let's set the... Yeah, let's grab the foreshrit. Which was cheating because I saw it pop, but yeah, I had forgotten. Right, so what might roll away? Did I leave the little one? I think I dropped it. I wouldn't put it away, I remember. Yes, I actually remembered something. It's my short-term memory. I remember lots of things perfectly well. It's short-term. I can't remember what I did a few minutes ago. Sometimes it's very fitty starting. Someone's finished, you not. I'm trying to think, could someone have finished legitimately? I don't think so. I think it'll be that, oh no, it's not seen it. Oh, it is. Oh, it's the Amazon. Okay. Right, we need to do this. Now this might focus a little as well. Hey. Takes a while for the roller to actually hit the ground. Let's try and get the angle right. Finished at all. Guarantee it. Yeah, you look misty and cut up. Look at that. Finished, my deed. Indeed, in fact. I didn't. Making up new sayings as I go along. It's funny actually, as a child I did used to make up words. Yeah, you're going to clock me, I'm not going to do that just yet. Yeah, I can see why they're working to get Fox on this. He did actually do a good job, or she. Yeah, because this is beyond them, isn't it, when there's patches that they need to go over, and that's the big right in the ploughing. Now this is an implement, I'm not sure whether you could move. I don't think you could go backwards, I think that would break the tines, but I'm not sure if you could move slightly. Yeah. I would love to understand the reality of farming a little more. I do come from a farming background. Not arable though, my grandparents owned a farm for most of my childhood in different places, Ashbourne, Derbyshire, and in the end in Lincolnshire. We could be clever here. If we set that one going on that right hand side and this one on this one in a minute, we should be able to. Yeah, I can stop that one in a sec. I'll set this going in 1 second. So this one down here, I think. Wow, I've used some seed. Now then, yes, it's going to cause some. Let's get this patch, I suppose. No, let's set it going. It's alright, we'll just go over this bit at the bottom. It'll just hit that patch and then I'll presume it'd stop or just. Right, let's get cracking. Wow, I'm so chuffed. I think I've got a couple of patches at the top, I'm not sure. Yes, I will finish off with saying what I was saying. Yes, it's a tip of the hat to farmers. It's another reason why I no longer do the Super Speedy Gonzales things or anything like that, because yeah, it's a farming simulator game, and I know there's nothing wrong with it, but it is. If farmers farm the field at X amount of speed, then I'm going to farm the field at X amount of speed. It's my appreciation for the reality, for those unsung heroes and heroines that actually, yeah, get the food on our tables, really, for the arable. Well, no, and livestock, actually thinking about it. Yeah, both sorts of farmers are actually doing this. Yeah, if they work at that speed, then who am I to... I know it's a game as well, and don't get me wrong, if this were me playing the game, I might not be so fastidious, I might not think, oh yeah, let's do that, but yeah, it is a farming simulator game. Something I was saying a couple of days ago on Lupacho, a conversation I started and then didn't finish. I was talking about, and I wasn't having a go either, so I'm just explaining. You seriously finished? You're not finished. Right, okay, let's get this little patch done and we should get that started again. I think this is us done, apart from any touch-ups, which we will have a look at. I can see a couple over there, actually. I will finish, I'm not forgotten. Yeah, just... yeah, I was not having a go. I think Giants, when this game first started, it was a game, and I think it was just a game, but I think over the years, as the franchise has grown, they seem to be wanting to go to realistic farming. Now, obviously, as players, we can choose both avenues, or a bit of both. We can choose that this is a game with a set of rules, which of course it is, and like any game, those rules can be abused, or... No, let's not be critical. That's what I was saying the other day. I'm not having a go. This is a game. How you play the game, what you play the game by, is by the rules that this game has got. And you can choose to play as realistic or as unrealistically as possible, because it is a game with a set of rules. So there is no DJ Go Ham is bad and clutch simulations are bad because no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they made a career out of doing that. Eureka Farms, again, absolutely amazing map. It was. I mean, I watched Mr. CDP's series on that, thoroughly enjoyed it. Right, now then, we need to get this cracking. So I'm not sort of saying it's wrong or it's right, and I'm not having a go by using their names. I'm saying that I'm choosing, as I believe Giants have. There's more to this argument than that, but yes, I think Giants have begun to want this to be more about realistic farming than it is about. Yeah, what I was talking about, the question that I was raising was, it's very difficult for Giants because there are a lot of people who have been in this game since FS11, FS13. Did FS11 exist? I know 13 did. I think it did. The FS franchise has been going for an awful long time. most of the content creators I've watched didn't do it till about 15, I think Mr. CLP was, and some others maybe earlier than that, but he's quite a few farmer cops started 70, I'm sure he said, but yeah, I swear to him. But it's appeasing the people who've been with the franchise for a long time. Right, we need the short notes to go nicely. Should we grab another tractor? We have got. Do we own another tractor? We do indeed. We just put it down. We could actually. We could assist the roller, because that rolling is going to take quite a while. The 8 metre really is. So this is a big field, and there's an awful lot of it been sown now. So yeah, it takes an awful lot. I think you've got some people with certain expectations. I've always said it wouldn't bother me if I didn't get a bonus. You know, like when you get your crop and you get that bonus, because a farmer really would not ever do that. There's no way a farmer is going to sow crop and let you have some of his crop. No way. Human nature is not like that. It does not exist in the heart of Earth. It's met very few farmers. In fact, I'm probably saints. I'm not sure such a farmer exists who would let you haul off some of his crop or her crop. So yes, I think because it started off as a game with bonuses and all the rest of it, it would be difficult for those people who started with the franchise, because they've got used to that. Whereas me personally, I've come in when things were beginning to get, this is almost not like a game, this is almost a reality. And because of that, now Rob's over here, because of that, it wouldn't bother me, because I think, yeah, well, this is not realistic, a farmer wouldn't do that. Yeah, but the people who played this game to begin with are used to that being like that. So it'd be difficult for Giants to completely remove that element without there being complaints. But truthfully, it is their game, and if that is the way that they're going, that I would respect. If that the bonuses went, if the farmer, they did used to do time bonuses, I think a long time ago. There was bonuses for ripping through a field if you give someone time, because there are, you can, with your style of well, he's actually done very well. With your style of farming, it is possible for you to make a difference, definitely, in the way that you do it. But only to a degree. Now then, let's let you go first. Yeah, so that's possible. They could give you a bonus, a time bonus, as they did a long time ago, if they wish to. I mean, it is again the fact that perhaps they could change the system completely because they want it to be realistic now, as in like true farming, where you get what you get, and as a farm labourer contractor, you agree a set price. I've done a bit, yeah, there's a bit of stuff I've done there. You agree a set price and you stick to that. The farmer's not going to give you any of his crop. But again, this is the dilemma that Giants are in, I think. Now those two are very close now. Yeah, I think I'll quickly stop because there's going to be an accident any second now on the turnaround. So let's grab the big one and we'll manually clean that strip that he's missed. Yeah, we'll let the Amazon finish. No. Now you see. Now that does prove that you may think that I'm sleeping on the job a lot, but I am. Then one thing I always do is when you've got multiple workers, and we all know how they are, I do keep my eye on that. If I can, from the other end of the field I can't, but my eyes are often on the workers because, yeah, I'm especially using courseplay, but even standard workers, as we just saw, yeah, they are terrorists for that type of thing. Right, switch that off. Put this on the side of the thing. We'll just, I think we're going to finish. Yeah, absolutely, we are. There's no way I'm going to leave this. We're going to get the rolling done as well. Yeah. Hat off to my team of workers, the Star Wars crew. Oh, actually, I'm not sure they are Star Wars in this one. Yes, they are. Absolutely. Yeah, some of the Let's Plays, it's, yeah, actually, it's mainly the nuclears. I am bothered, but it's It's very faffy, that mod. I love it because it obviously allows me to name the workers, and I've always wanted to do that, but it is, boy is it faffy. It's, yeah, very hit and miss. There's a bit of cleaner work there. So yeah, on the nuclears, I've got to admit I can't be bothered with a fight. If it's a proper Let's Play where I'm here for some time, then I will. Yeah, let's say we're going again there. Yeah, no, in fact I think we'll have to do that ourselves. Do a quick run up. In fact, yeah, we'll do a run up to sort of meet where the Foreshroot's going to go in a few minutes. We'll take a right about... because he's got a few minutes, so we should see that there, go straight across, and then yeah, we'll work our way down to him, and then we should just finish off and leave the Foreshroot to catch up with us. So that's the point, with rolling, do the workers actually know that they've caught up with where it's been rolled already? That is, yes, a valid question. Yes, we shall see. We shall pay attention to if he catches my bit down there. This is a monster field, it really is. Although, on this map, this is not a monster. We may... numbers are a little bit down on no, not Hobos Hollow, they're not actually. No, I was checking. I was worried last week. You've always got to keep your eye on the numbers, but not immediately. It's silly. Hobos Hollow is still getting 500 viewers nearly every single time with an episode going out within a week. Yeah, so I'm quite happy. I do love this, if I'm honest. I thoroughly love it. I would like your input though on whether we go bigger. Do we go bigger? Yeah. I was going to just expand the size of the field because you can see this headland I've always said is massive on this. We really could do quite a bit of ploughing for this. But even now, I'm talking about, do we go for field 1? Yeah, do we save up for that monster? We've got our animals, that is going to kick in. This has been an expensive thing. We sold the old chipper for 10 grand. We got tick-ups and all sorts of things, and still we are down to 16 grand. So yes, that harvester and header were an I knew they would be. I did. I knew, and also we're not going to. The other thing is I'd like to do is stick a sugar production down. I think we'll sell sugar as well because it would take about 6 or 7 years, I think, for us to get rid of. Oh, that's a point as well. Yeah, I can't wait to stick that last. I was going to say tub. The last trailer load in our. Yeah, I'd like to do that. We need some money though, because I think that the productions are 10,000, but there's no way I'm sticking where we I don't know what wages we need. We're going to have weeding and yeah, that type of stuff to do, and we've not got any money coming in as of yet because we're using our harvest, which we would normally sell. So yeah, so I would like your opinion on whether we do go bigger. Yeah, we will need to invest heavily in equipment before, though. We're going to need a bigger, some bigger implements, definitely, or more of the same. Yeah, I've said this before, teams, we definitely need more tractors. It could be something like the Agro Star, 143 horsepower. We can have teams of cultivators and equipment like that. Even a second fertilizer spreader. Yeah, I think we're going to need to do teams of that. If we're going for monsters like, say, this one and field 1. Right, we need to get this done now. We've caught up. Smashing. What's the name? It's a Foreshroot doing. Just catching up to where I was. Smashing. This is nice, this is, that we've actually managed to do this. I'm chuffed. Right, let's get this ready then. Do the last runs in a minute. We shall manage to finish this field off. It is our honour to be the ones to put the last seed down. The work started. I'm not forgetting that. It's joint efforts. Yeah, so I think I did finish my thing about Giants. I wasn't having a go at Clutch, I wasn't having a go at DJ Goham. What I was saying was, I think there are a lot of people in the franchise that have been since early on that I think there'd be moans because people have got used to the things that obviously you do. It goes with the franchise, but although Giants have changed things. I mean, the sales that we have today, they featured, I think, in FS17 slightly differently, but it is a fantastic feature. When I saw Mr. CDP and the sales that used to come up then, I used to think, what a fantastic idea, why did Giants get rid of that? Well, it's their game, they can choose to add or remove elements, but I do think it's a cracking one. It is something I absolutely really look forward to. There's a patch there, I can see. Let's go more passes. Well, about 1.5, I should say. Yeah, so I think it is that. I think Giants are, with the John Deere precision farming, that type of stuff, they're trying to go full pelt into Farming Simulator as a proper simulator rather than as a game. I think there's been a bit of a shift over the years. But obviously some people still see this as a game. If you grew up with this franchise for 4 years with bonuses and all the rest of it, you might get a bit peeved. And think Giants obviously don't want to lose the people who've been here forever. Yeah, I mean they're the ones who've got Giants to where we are today. It's not just the players, also the modders. This game would not be the same without the modders. Right, let's send that up to the top. Let's use our brain and let's use the tools we've been given to take that up at least at the top of the field, and we can do the same with you. Set destination there, and you. Have you finished? Oh, wow! I thought you had, but you may have done. Do you know, Pathfinder, what is your route? What is wrong with you? What is possibly wrong that you can not work out how to get to the top of the field? Because you'll be working out some convoluted route across the roads. That's what it is. The human brain is amazing when you consider how easily we would just think, yeah, let's just go up the field. And then the AI has got to work out some convoluted plan based upon some extended logic. Right, let's get this done. Let's see as well, let's just check on the field page for where the rolling is. Well, I've got to say that's pretty darn good. It really is. Right, well, there you go. Apart from a few very teeny-weeny bits of blue, which I am not going to try and find on this monster field, we have pretty much, done it. Not even much on the side. There's a bit where the 8-metre roller is that I'll grab that in a minute, because it was like a line leading up, going up, so we'll do that. Smashing, that's that door. That one is still taking our money for thinking about where they are going to go. Seriously. Now these rollers are strange because they don't do what most rollers do, which is to make the grass disappear, but they do roll the field, so it's weird. The Cambridge rollers, I don't know, I'm sure I got these from the forum, but they aren't there anymore, so whether they were one that was dropped and then dropped and I've just still got them, or I do occasionally go to, there's a couple of sites I use to, I think the Pilmit is one of them from their sites. I don't do it very often, I do try to, but it's, that's it. Try to literally go to the right place for modders. But the pill mitt, the Union pill mitt, that is not a proper mods hub one. I was trying to get one that was cheap and cheerful, and I went onto one of the slightly dodgy sites. Yeah, which I don't do that very often now at all. I'm trying not to, because there's a lot of mods dropping now that cover just about every need. We've even got that small 8-meter John Deere sprayer. I found sprayers to be the thing that was missing the most, but now we've even got that, so there's no excuse. I'll stick to the proper channels. Although of course there are some legitimate mods. The Fen GT that I love, that is a legitimate mod, and it's not done through normal channels. Yeah, it's done through another channel sort of thing, another place, but let's just get some fuel as we pass it. Makes sense. And repair as well. I think let's be thorough. I'll put away the stuff next time though. We're just literally gonna bring everybody up, and I think we will refuel everybody, because it's such a job that I often forget. We should move everybody in a line so we know what's what. Right, that's one. Padme, you're fired. Sorry. As a character you're amazing, but as a worker you're just taking money out of my... We haven't got a lot left, and you're just taking money for nothing, and I don't like that. So there we go. We shall have a quick look on the screen. We shall take the last set of our sugar beets, and we shall see how well we've done. And also remind me if I have actually, I don't think we have, I'm sure it's the sugar beet, I'm sure there was nothing else. We sold the last lot of massive harvest to buy the animals a couple of times ago, so until we finish then we'll have a look as well. In fact, yeah, actually that's not a bad thing. Let's see in case I'm wrong. Oh, it's not letting me move up there. Right, so precision farming first. Yeah, all pH'd, completely spot on. And, oh, there is a bit, I thought so. Yeah, we'd not done that bit down there. We'll quickly finish that off. Let's do this properly. Let's have a look. No, let's grab the... Yeah, now we know that. We'll come back to that in a minute. Let's get this last 33, nearly 34 tons. Yeah, it definitely seems to be less wobbly now. It's worse when it's a full load. If it's a 70 tons, it really exerts pressure on that ball hitch at the back. Yeah, and then it does. Yeah, it starts to lift its front wheels, which is why I really would like it. It is better. It has made a difference. Not sort of perfect still, but it's definitely better. It did make a difference even with the other one in its defence, but yeah, I didn't think I'd have a problem with the TLS, but it is what it is. It's the design of the hitch really, isn't it? It's no one's... Right, let's get some... Oh no, fuel is okay. No, we don't really even need to repair, but we shall do, because it might be the trailer might need repairing, so... Now why will you not let me... Okay. Okay, the workshop's gone wrong. Okay, well, we won't worry about that then. Being as the workshop will not fix anything, the mod seems to have crashed. Right, let's just see if that is the case, or whether it was... Actually, yeah, we'll use you. No, actually, we'll use that because it's got 3 tons weight on the front. Let's just get some fuel up and repaired. Let's see if we can repair, should I say. I've never known the toolbox mod to crash, but yeah, all mods can do so. It could be a mod doesn't like another mod as well. It could be with a TLX or yeah, the trailer, you never know. Don't know if you've all noticed how when you go into range it does a click noise when you go to a workshop. Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, so it must be a mod clash then. It did not like that. Right. And it did do the click. I always listen for that. It doesn't always do it, but it does a lot of the time. You get like a little click that happens. Not a click. A click's the wrong word, but it's like a ting noise, a little tiny ting noise when you go into the range of either the box at the shop or the toolbox. Anything that fixes something, it makes that little noise when so you know you're in range, I think. But yeah, let's fill that up as we're passing. I do like to keep it tucked up, but that way you could hit a time when you haven't got any money whatsoever. You need to do all the work yourself, which I've had to do on the patcher. Yeah, we sort of basically got done a number over by someone in the office who, now I remember, this needs opening up. Can I sneak past though and then open it behind the post? Trouble is that often causes trouble in the long term. Let's go backwards a tad, and that's about right. Stick that still under cover. Right, we definitely need fuel. Not so much repair, but we may as well be thorough. Yeah, if you listen now. Yeah, little tink. I'm sure you've all noticed it. It did take me a while, if I'm honest. It was, it's not always. Some little things are so little that you don't really notice them. You just take it for granted. But yeah, I started to put two and two together and thought, oh, that's when you go into range of the workshop. I'm still not sure. I'm going to have to check in editing whether I actually still finished the story about DJ Goham and people of the franchise and all the rest. I think I did. I think I covered what we were on about sports with the others. Right, we need to finish that bit of fertilising, but yeah, did I did. Right, we can now have a look to see how well did we do sugar beet wise. How big was that monstrous thing? Because we know it was already very high. We have topped 1 million. I was right then. All of our fields did just under 500 or 500 and odd, and we did get 500 and odd from that field, as I said. Yeah, so that does go to prove that field is on its own as big as all our other 3 fields put together, which is quite amazing. So we did 1 million sugar beets, 1 million tons. Absolutely amazing. Right, last job of the day then. Let's get that John Deere with that weight of the box at the front to just grab that. Yeah, I will have to leave one of these at the side of the field though. Well, you see, you are a valued member of the team. You are. You're not forgotten. You're very much appreciated. And you're often used in ways that technically are a little bit naughty. Yeah, definitely use you more than we should to do jobs that are you punch above your weight. Yeah, definitely 150 horsepower range jobs sometimes, and it is only 100. It is 100 actually. Right, so then. Let's get these little side bits done. I should read those actually and get them done. There's a bit up top. Let's be thorough. I don't like. Yeah, it also gives us a chance to see if there is anything we missed. I don't mean the little tiny corners. I'm not bothered about those. The turnaround bits where they do on smooth, you tend to get little round patches on the corner. Over the years, because they do smooth, because it speeds the workforce up when they're doing that, I just leave it to it. Yeah, there's a bit there actually. It's not been done. Corner, just a roundy bit. Just there. And a bit there. Yeah, so I'm used to the certain bits, but I don't like. Well, I think there's tiny bits and bobs just there where we didn't quite. But I'm not bothered. It really is the edge of the field. So yeah, right, this is coming up now proper. Ah, actually some of this is down to soil type. Yeah, the only reason it's doing that is because of the bit on the left. I should get that in the corner though. Right, okay. Some definitely down here. It doesn't seem interested. Right, no. Yes, I should check this back in editing because I'm a terror. Literally, Lepacho, for 2 days I was threatening to... Oh, we did do that perfect in the middle because there was no crop there. Well, there's just another patch to the left of that. Just over here in the middle. Somewhere just to the left of us. Yeah. Rest is down to soil type. There we go, jobs are good, and I didn't see anything. There's a few patches of stone. It's tough because once you've put the seeds down, that is it. You cannot lift those stones. It's before you do the seeding. So we are there casting. There's only a few. It's not much at all. Yeah, it's very strange. Yeah, Hobos Hollow is fantastic for that. I do, yeah. To be able to plough and not produce stones is something else. Right, fuel. And we are just going to put this down. We'll go grab the Amazon at some other time. You watch. We'll see it next time we do the harvest. And I'll think, oh yeah, I left the Amazon out. Ew, nuts. Wow, that's a bit of a... Maybe the mods that I've got on the front, the seed and all the rest of it's doing something, because it's normally better than that. It is funny how things affect other things. In this game, mods affecting other mods. Right, let's do... This is not going to cost me much for this. Yeah, there we go, a little click. Right, so... Yeah, we've done the pH, we've done the nitrogen. There we go, everything repaired. All of the, well, when I say everything, I mean everything we've used, because, yeah, I'm not sure about that little lot. Nothing's bad, though. They're all just little tiny touches, so. So 1,028,662 tonnes of sugar beet. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, when we've got some money, I think that is everything. We did sell the last of the crop last time. How come we still got straw? We know it's not in there. That still reads that we've got 64 tonnes of straw. It did this before and threw me a right wobbler. I have no idea where the 64 tonnes of straw is. I thought it was the bales, but it's not. We've only got... Oh, hang on. 5, 10, 15... No. It doesn't read bales like that either, though, does it? It doesn't use it. Yeah, we've got 15 tonnes there, and I think we've got another 2 or 3... maybe. So, that's it. We've not got a pile of them anywhere like I thought it was last time, so it's reading that we've got more straw than we actually have. Anyway, yeah, well, because I'm sure I went in this last time to see if we'd put straw in this, and we haven't. So I don't understand where it's reading it from. Anyway, yes, we've still got 29 tonnes being processed for energy. I'm not sure our sugar beet actually does for energy. Yeah, I'm quite intrigued to see this. We will have the fun of... Shall we do that? Shall we cycle through to next session? See what we do get. We won't top up the sugar beet though. It is nice to go out on a bit of a high into, I think, where it's been work. We have done everything though. We've done the rolling. Let me just check on all of the fields. That is the master. Let's just check. Yeah, that looks pretty conclusively rolled. So, yeah, with a few little bits. That on 4 though could be the skirts where the cow barn has gone over and taken the edge. It may still read it as a field edge. We can't get it anymore, so I don't think it is really that. We have... Yes, that's looking fairly, absolutely conclusively sown. Definitely oats. And definitely growing. So next it will possibly be weeds, so we'll leave it on that screen. We may. Its weeds are funny though. They do sometimes grow, and then other times they totally don't. So I suppose yeah. Let's sleep through and let's use the proper trigger for once. Yeah. The crops are grown, but they'll only grow little tiny little things. So not missing an awful lot. It's not like waiting for the harvest to pop. Right. Let's sleep through till morning, and it is September, so we're going to move this till 9. Because it gets a bit dark at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know if that is true. That's something. Are they going to bring geos back in to allow for... I mean, I know this map's got its own... Ooh, 15 grand. It's got its own sort of thing for crop things, which is nice. Oh, that reminds me. Here's me talking about grand master plans. If I remember rightly, we owe a small fortune, which is that's we did say that was the next thing, the battle that we have would be to pay the loan off. It is. Yeah, we've got to do that first, but I still would like your opinions on expansion plans once it won't take us long to knock 160 grand. It seems an awful lot, but yeah, the tick-ups from the biogas, which is going to need filling up again. But also the production. I think 30 grand is enough to do the production. Oh, we've still got a tiny tad, 2,680. So yeah, but we'll get that filled up next time. Cut sugar beets. That's the thing I was thinking about. Now there is a production, but it costs a fortune. Yeah, there's a sugar beets cutting facility, malarkey, and it's 125 grand, so yeah, that's way out of what I was thinking. I did say look in the mod up, and I will do. So that one, yeah, sugar beet processing plant. But I don't know if it does more than I'm thinking. I might have a look and see what it does do, but see if it is. But that is a lot of money. It is. We could get out of debt for that. So. But I am thinking of one of the productions, the little 10,000 ones. I like the individual ones. Yeah, so yes. Right, anyway, without any further ado, it has been a massive session. I hope you're going to continue with me on this journey. Please give me your thoughts and ideas. This is our farm. I've always said that, and I stick to my guns. So what direction are we going to go? Is there a certain crop that you'd all like to see? Do another cotton crop? I enjoy that. I like cotton. It's not only is it a good spinner of money, and it's not that expensive. We have got the 9-metre planter, so it would not take us long after doing this. That is the point. When do we harvest this? It is oats. June. Next June. Right, okay, so it's mid-year. And if we're quick, we can put soy straight after, or cotton, actually, or sorghum. So please, your thoughts. What do we do next? Yeah, I'm all ears, I really am. Now, cotton would be a good one for getting us out of completely destroying that debt, and then some. Even if we have got to lease the equipment, that is an absolute fantastic money spinner if we make sure we sell the bales at the right time of year. So a quick look at our crop. Does it say we are weed growing, or are we lucky this time? We are lucky. Smashing. We have no... Let's check. Let's be thorough. Oh, just some tiny weeny little patches down the side. We're lucky. It's weird. Ever so random why sometimes the weed grows, other times it doesn't. But there you go. We are. For once we're not having to weed. That's fantastic. We've done every single bit of stuff on our land. We've just got to go through the winter. Keep our production, the sugar beets, topped up. I will have a look for a sugar beets cutting thing. There is the... I would show you. That's a shame about that, because that's the type of tractor we do need. That kind of horsepower. And that is that's something like 500,000. But yeah, it is what it is. I think it's under front loader tools. The Ruby, I'm sure it is. Might be under telehanders, I'm not sure. Ah, there you go, the Flieger Ruby. I thought we got one on this Let's Play, but we haven't. But that actually, this tool can cut sugar beets to feed them to your biogas plant. So that's one option. But but I also want to see if there's any little mini productions or other tools that have dropped since the Ruby. Yeah, I really would, because that one I seem to recall you've got to keep clicking the button. It's a bit faffy. I could live with it, but yeah, I suppose actually, yeah, for what we need to do, the Ruby's not bad at all. Because we're only going to be doing like, how many tons does it do? Just have a look. And, you know, I wasn't paying attention, if I'm honest. It wasn't that I didn't read how much the Ruby. See, it's only 2.3 tons. You're forever going to be going like fill, chop. Yeah, you'd be best to do it. Yeah, you'd have to fill. Now this is where certain things are better than this one, where you've got because you'd have to drop the sugar beets into your bucket, run forwards, cut them, drop it, run backwards, grab some, run forwards, cut it, drop it, or even actually no, not for us. We cut it and then we drop it. Still a bit faffy, but I will have a look. I am definitely going to have a look. Anyway, enough waffling. I'm obviously tired because I'm going round in circles. So, thank you very much for continuing on this journey with me, and I hope you are going to continue on this journey with me. Your thoughts and suggestions would definitely be very much appreciated, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.